Ready? Start. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, by moving this bill for consideration, my honorable friend has raised a very important question affecting public life. There could be absolutely no matter of doubt that the corruption in public life have become rampant. As a result of this, people in public have become great suspects. In a seminar which I was attending on code of conduct for public men, somebody observed that once a man becomes a economic problems, a seat of power for generations, his economic problems are solved. It may be an exaggerated statement, but it has been our side experience that people who have occupied high positions in public life, who have become ministers, members of parliament, or members of legislatures, have overnight become affluent person. This may not be true of all members of parliament. This may not be true of all members of legislatures. This may not be true of all members, but quite a large number of them have overnight become so affluent that it becomes really difficult for any man to understand how the mind become so affluent. The whole thing becomes a mystery to the common mind, and the character and integrity of the person concerned becomes highly suspect. I know, sir, that it would be too much to accept the same standard of public behavior as we had during the days of Ramayana. Those who were in charge of administration, those who were occupying the highest office, put themselves to the highest form of test, the highest form of ordeal. Can there be any doubt that public life is so much corrupted today that we have all become suspect? In fact, the public have also become jealous of the members of parliament. They say somehow one has got to become a member of parliament or a member of legislature or somehow come closer to the corridors of power. Why do they say this? Because they see the sudden change in the outlook, the behavior, the kind of living of a particular individual. But, sir, the solution in this problem of corruption in public life may not be like instant coffee. The solution may be very difficult. In fact, this was pointed out by the Santhanam committee itself. In this report, it made certain recommendations that a certain code of conduct should be there and that shall be a solution to end corruption in public life. What has actually troubled us is the variance between percent and practice in this country.